episode 305. Thank you all for listening to episode 304, Money in the Beef, the tale of Brock the Butcher's tale. I am Mantis Toboggan, MD, here with my co-host.
Brock Lesnar's rat tail.
Cody Shaw, attorney at law.
Thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments of Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thank you to All Wear Clothing, the first sponsor of Over the Line Sports Podcast. Visit allwearclothing.com. Mention Over the Line Sports Podcast. He will hook you up with a merchandise deal. Thank you to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not
Blaine, Minnesota.
Is that where AEW is?
No, that's where the golf tournament is this week.
Oh, well, there we go. Yeah, AEW's probably in what, Jacksonville or some other shitty city?
Someone was wearing a Cowboys shirt, so I'm going to assume Dallas or Houston, somewhere around there.
Oh yeah, they were down there for a little leg going on because one of the guys I know was down there when they were in Houston last week.
Yeah, I was about to say it was Houston, wasn't it, last week?
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, Sean. Get in touch with him for all of your landscaping and mowing needs. And, of course, he can haul stuff away for you if you have that. Fall cleanup will be coming up in September. So get in touch with him. Get on the schedule now, and he will hook you up with a deal. Mention Over the Line Sports Podcast. Thank you to Sparty Steve, biggest supporter of the show. Thanks for all you do, and sorry you didn't make the show and hasn't been on in a while, but he was there for episode 300 in support of his big donation to the podcast and the wonderful venue, the wonderful food. Thank you again, Sparty Steve. And last but not least, Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com.
You know the drill by now. Amazon.com. Dating sucks, but you don't. Get out to datingtransformation.com. We know you need some help, so you got to get that consultation from Connell. He's going to hook you up, but make sure you get the book and read that first. Dating sucks, but you don't. datingtransformation.com.
All right. So we had a lot of stuff happen in the past week. I mean, I was in Florida for a week, left the day after the show, got back today, actually. So I know a lot happened. I didn't get to see a bunch of it, but I know a lot of you guys did. I actually watched golf when I woke up at 5 a.m. on one of the days. The first night I was there, I think Friday morning or Saturday morning, I woke up. I was like, well, I guess I'm going to watch golf. Bear, you want to tell us what happened at the Open?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great tournament. Probably the best weather you're ever going to have for Open Championship ever. Sunny every day, very minimal wind, no rain. Actually, Sunday was the hottest day they had there in like 25 years or something. It was 82 degrees over there in England, which they don't get that kind of heat. They actually had a heat advisory for 82 degrees. So
holy shit, Sean Kemp is fat. I'm so sorry.
So fantastic. Louis led the first 3 rounds and ended up shooting a 71 on Sunday when we had 3 guys shoot 66, Rahm, Spieth, and Morikawa, and Morikawa put it away. He just too good, man. Too icy. There was only, I think, 3 guys who shot in the 60s all 4 rounds.
Oh, God damn.
Was 1, Spieth, who was 2, and then Mackenzie Hughes, who was tied 6th. But those are the guys who are up there who shot 60 every. But yeah, Morikawa came away with it for his second major. 24 years old. He's won the PGA and now has won the Open Championship. Most likely will probably be a favorite or one of the top 5 favorites here at the Masters coming up, which is the next major in like 200 days, unfortunately. Kind of breaks my heart anyways. I got denied for Masters tickets again this morning. So tradition unlike any other, me not getting Masters tickets. So
how many tickets do they sell, by the way? Or not sell, but in the lottery? You don't have to pay for them, do you, in the lottery?
You do if you just have to be picked.
Oh, okay.
is the problem. So I don't know how many they pick, to be honest with you. 40,000 people, maybe something like that. But there's probably millions and millions signing up. So yeah, one of these days, probably when I'm like 88 and I'll get to that point and I'll die right before I go because, you know, that's just my luck.
Do we know how many people you're allowed to take?
I mean, you can. So when you put in for the tickets, you can do 2 practice round tickets, or no, sorry, 4 practice round tickets Monday through Wednesday, and then only um, two normal round Thursday through Sunday tickets.
Well, you
They do
book
that.
Saturday, Sunday, right?
Well, they do that a lot. So there's a lot of, and this is my thing is they do that for the people who scalpers and whatnot. They don't like that. That's why they try to do it this way. But you're still getting scalpers who are going to win, who are going to win tickets. So you got to put in what you want, and then you got to pay for them right there. So if you get picked, but still haven't gotten that yet. We'll get there one of these days. But yeah, for us at least on the golf end of things, we had some pretty good picks last week. We all took big dogs really. Gray, you were worst with Justin Thomas shooting a 1 under 40th. Rom, after at one point being 5 over, making his way to 2 over, and then 1 over in the first round, and then shooting 64, 68, 66 to get himself into a tie for third. It's good by Dub. Cody with Brooks has 6th. He had a promising start. He was only 2 off the lead coming into Saturday, and shot a 2 over 72, which kind of killed him, and then comes back and shoots a 65 to get himself into contention. And then I had DJ up and down week, same thing. He was 1 off the lead on Saturday and shoots a 73, came back with a 67, finished tied 8th. So there was definitely strokes had out there, especially for Brooks. Spieth, he lost a few out there as well. Kind of had 2 bad holes on Saturday, 17 and 18, where he bogeyed both of them being in the middle of the fairway. And actually on 18, I think he missed a 2-foot putt for par, just kind of rushing around, which could have at least gotten him into a playoff with Morikawa, because he played very well on Sunday as well. But it was good. It was good to see those guys up there. And it was a great tournament. So it was a good one. This week, though, on to the 3M Open, the TPC Twin Cities in Blaine, Minnesota. This is only the 3rd time they're going to be playing this course. Played last year and played in 2019. Those are the only 2. Michael Thompson won this last year, and Matthew Wolf won this in 2019. So this week looks like Gray and Dub are going to be not gaining anything on each other there. Both picking Louis. I'm going with Tony Finau. Finau has like a tied 23rd, and he was tied 3rd last year. Had a good round at the or had a good tournament for the Open. Finished tied 15th. So hopefully Finau can get up there, and hopefully Louis misses the cut after his letdown. Need to catch up to Dub because he's running away with it with 6 weeks left to go.
Yeah, and I didn't even notice he took Louis. I was just looking at the odds. I'm like, well, haven't taken Louis yet. He's been playing well the past few weeks, so I'm sorry you're going to miss the cut this week, Louis.
I'm surprised he's playing, honestly. Same thing with DJ. DJ's playing. I'm surprised he's playing. It's a long flight back, man. Get this tournament, but FedEx Cup coming up. And I don't know if I'd have to look, but I don't know if Louis or DJ, 2 of the bigger names in this, are playing in the Olympics. So I would assume probably not if they're playing this week, which is probably why they are, because I'm assuming most people who are taking this week off are going to go play in the Olympics, if they even occur this week with all the COVID.
Yeah, no shit.
In Japan.
And how are you familiar with how golf works at the Olympics?
Yeah, so every golfer there plays 4 rounds, and they go by aggregate. So as they get their best 4 rounds, and they start playing each other, and that's how you pretty much get to the gold medal games and all that. So everyone's going to play 4 rounds, and that 4th round is really going to be that's the round where you're going to get your top 3. But there's still going to be placing. So we're gonna pick some gophers for that one. I think there's probably like 108 people. I mean, someone could legitimately get like 108. This could change it all. Could be some fun. So.
Oh, because there's no missed cuts.
Yeah. I mean, they just, like I said, it's by score. So if you pick the guy who finishes dead last, you might get a 108. This could be what catches us back up with old Dubzilla there. So we'll see.
I better just take my guy now then. Got to use him at some point. So I'll just put him in now. When's it start? This week? Or no? Is it early next week?
Yeah, I don't know the exact day. Let me look it up here and see exactly.
Oh, here we go. 28th. So next Wednesday at 6:30.
There you go. Let's see here.
Watching golf at 6:30 p.m.
Yeah, I mean it'll be interesting. I mean, you can take mine off because I went with Morikawa as well.
Of course you did.
For
I hope we gain on Dub.
I don't know. Has he even taken Morikawa yet? I don't think he has.
No.
He still can take him.
I'll send a message to him. Who's your Olympic pick?
There you go. Get him with it.
He'll say Morikawa, and I'll be like,
yeah. So it consists of 72-hole individual stroke play, 4 rounds over 4 days. Scores are cumulative from round to round. Player with the lowest aggregate score wins. So there you go. That's how you're going to get them. And I want to see if they have. I want to see if they have. I don't know if they have all the golfers.
Yeah. Well, while you're looking at that, Cody, who you got for the 3M Open in Blaine, Minnesota?
I'm gonna go with 3M Matty Wolf.
I don't think you've taken him, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, so there's only 60 people playing, so I guess it's not 108.
Damn. Well, that's shitty.
So worst will be 60th. You can finish, but yeah, damn right. I want the finals. Come on, stupid ass ads.
Yeah. And then Cody, who do you want for the Olympics?
Man, I gotta look up and see who's playing in the Olympics.
I would take Yu Da-an Maine. He's the 60th. Yeah. So top down, you got Rahm, who's playing for Spain, Thomas, Morikawa, Schauffele, Bryson, Rory, you got Victor Hovland.
Is it one person? Sorry, is it one person per country, by the way?
No, they just did top 60, I think, in the world.
Oh, okay.
I think in those, but I think at least you get at least one in the countries that wanted to play. So I think you had to be in a certain thing for your country. I don't know why the United States gets 4. That I don't know, but yes, there's a lot of other ones out here.
USA. It's because we the US. That's how we do things. Big and bold. And if ain't enough room, we make room.
Build them up.
We're taking all the medals.
That's right. Claiming eminent domain on the golf courses in Japan.
You want me to keep naming people off for you, Cody, or you got this?
No, I'm looking. I found it.
You got Abraham Answer, Victor Hovland, Jazz, Jana Wada Rana Ananaud.
I mean, if you have Hideki, that's his country.
Yeah, Matsuyama.
No, let's see.
Colin's not even on this list. Why ain't he on there?
He's number 3.
Oh, I'm looking at. I'm on the Olympics website page. He's not even on here.
Olympic golf. You know what? Somebody's gonna have to start mending fences and rebuilding bridges with our friends and over in Japan. So I'm gonna go with Rikuya Hoshino.
Who?
That's right. Huh? Rikuya Hoshino.
Can you spell that?
Rikuya Hoshino.
Country of origin?
Japan.
Rikoyo Hoshino.
Hoshino. Yeah, man. I gotta somebody from this. One of us has to build mend the fences with our
Can you use
brothers back in Japan.
Can
can
you
you use
use
that
it
in a
in a
sentence?
sentence?
Yeah.
Please use it in a sentence.
Rikuya Hoshino is going for the gold in Tokyo.
All right,
Mofo.
let's start. Whoa. God damn,
Same.
Sean Kemp is fat.
He just did well at the Open. He was +6, missed the cut.
He's worried about the Olympics, man.
At
He's
the
worried about
US
his
at the
country.
US Open, he finished 26th. PGA
Yeah.
Championship, he missed the cut. He was 15 over.
He's more worried about the Olympics, man. You gotta go home.
He only plays in these things. Why is that, Bear?
What's that?
Why is he only in like the major championships?
He probably plays European Tour or something like that.
Current tour, Japan Golf Tour and Asian Tour.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a bad pick, Cody. He's 25, but he looks like he's about 45.
Hey. Say, man. I told you I gotta mend. I'm a mend the fences with our people in Japan.
He plays full time on the Japan Golf Tour since 2017, and he's won 5 times on the tour.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, Cody mending fences over here.
That's right,
All right.
man.
Good luck,
Looking
Cody.
out. I just ordered my daughter some Hello Kitty.
Oh,
Pillowcases and bed sheets.
man.
You know, my
There goes that.
son been watching Dragon Ball Z a lot.
There goes that. We were
Just
so
saying,
close.
man,
We were so
we gonna
close.
get back. We're gonna get back right.
Get it right, get it tight.
What's the other one? Was it the other one? Gundam Wing or whatever? Project Gundam, whoever.
Gangnam
Pokemon.
Watching
style.
that. Yeah, man. Been watching the Gundam. Uh
So, what about NASCAR, Bear?
Oh, where'd they race? New Hampshire? Eric Amarola?
Yeah,
After
disruption.
After a rain delay and then a what 11 lap cutoff or something like that. I guess they couldn't race, or 8 more laps or whatever it was. They couldn't race because of the darkness, which I kind of found hilarious. I'm like, you guys telling me that you're running laps at 32 seconds a lap, and 4 more minutes is really going to screw up the darkness from what it is now to then? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I know, but it's okay to run them in the rain.
Yeah, it's okay to do that, but nope, can't be running when it's dark out. God forbid we put some headlights on these cars. But yeah, Amarola flipping up the whole thing. A lot of people for Bell, at least the Harvicks and Hamlins of the world, needing Christopher Bell to come back and win and not let Amarola do that. Austin Dillon's the guys on the bubble. So big win, man. Amarola's in the playoffs, so there it is. It's really going to shake it up. And then we got a 2-week break until with the Olympics. So we got no NASCAR till August 8th. Few of us picks in, but
Yeah, those could change though.
And our NASCAR picks are still stellarly shitty. We still don't have a top 10. Well, a single digit, I should say. Hamlin, I had the best with 10. Matty D with an 11th. Cole Custer with a 14th. Ryan Preece with a 22nd. And Parrot, since Kyle Busch crashed for the rain, he already picked Kyle Busch. So we had to go with James last place's son. Finished 36th.
Oh, Jesus. And then, the big, worst kept secret in NASCAR.
Oh, Chavo.
Worst kept secret in NASCAR with old Brad Keselowski going over to Roush to be a part owner. Roush Fenway Keselowski, I guess. Going to be driving the number 6, so that means Ryan Newman is out of the number 6. Newman. So he's looking for a ride. Matt DiBenedetto is looking for a ride. Now that Cindric's going to the 2, Harrison Burton's going to be taking over at Woods Brothers, which I was like, damn, man, they did not want DiBenedetto back because they had Cindric in there, and then when Brad left, they're like, nope, we'll put Cindric in the 2, and now Harrison Burton goes into the Woods Brothers car, and Steve Letarte, old Steve Letarte, said on DiBenedetto, winners get hired. So got to win a race, my friend. I like him. I mean, we were there when his almost victory that Denny Hamlin came and won, but
Yep, he had it. But yeah, I mean, I think he's going to find a team. I think he will. I really do.
I just don't know where he goes, you know. You got to think of these teams that have charters and, like, who's going where. Like, he's still got Kurt Busch out there. He might retire. We don't know. Newman, same thing. DiBenedetto. I mean, it's like, fuck, who has openings anymore?
Yeah, I mean, does Jordan Hamlin open up another spot? I mean, Hamlin's still racing for Gibbs, so all they got is Bubba. All they have is Bubba, so why not open up another car? You know, NASCAR used to race with 43 man. They're down to 37 some days. They got 40 some days. So cars can be added.
Yeah, they just got to pay that charter fee, man. $10 million for a charter.
Yeah, you don't think Hamlin and Jordan can afford that?
Oh, they can do it easily.
And that's if they even, that's if they even want them. They may not. But I'm just saying there's teams out there that could pay it and could get it. Like Hendrick isn't going to. They already got 4 guys. They don't need to do that. But I mean, a startup team like Jordan Hamlin, when Hamlin can still make money racing for Gibbs and still make money with Bubba, why not put Matty D in there?
Right.
Pretty good teammates. Matty D and Bubba like each other. They're buddies. I think that would be a match made in heaven right there. That would be smart for Hamlin. So who knows? They may. But I can talk with someone else's money. That's easy for me to say.
Right.
So it'll be interesting. But I watch. Matty D's gonna win a race. Watch.
I hope he does. He's got a few to do it. He's got he can do it at the Glen, the Brickyard Road Course, MIS, or Daytona.
Yeah, to get into the playoffs, I mean, he's still got 14 more races until the end. He can still win.
I hope he fucking wins. I hope he wins. I hope somebody else that's not in the playoff wins and knocks some of these other motherfuckers out.
You knock out Hamlin and Harvick, that would be crazy.
Yeah, I just think it's too hard to knock them out at this point. Because what do we got? How many different winners?
They got to win.
Yeah, how many different winners do we have?
11, I think.
Yeah, so they're essentially good if we get repeat winners in the next 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's all they need. You got to win or you got to get a repeat. But, I mean, let's just assume you're going to have one of these road course guys win, right? So let's assume it'll be probably Elliott, Truex, even Bell, right? So there you go. All of them have won. Doesn't matter. Then you got a Brickyard race. Oh, yeah, by the way, road course. So we got to assume another road course guy wins. And Allmendinger, even if he wins, he can't get into the playoffs. So if he comes in and steals one, he hasn't raced enough, so it won't matter. So,
well, no, he can't get in because all his points go to Xfinity.
That's what I'm saying. He hasn't raced enough in Cup, so it won't matter. He can win. That's not going to
because he doesn't even get points for Cup. He can't because he's an Xfinity driver.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So it won't.
Yeah, you're right.
So now that,
but if Anthony Alfredo wins a race, he can get in.
Anthony Alfredo ain't winning a fucking race, especially a road course. He's got to get past 25th place. How about that?
Well, what's wild is any of the guys there that race like normally, like so Bilicki, Davidson, Quinn Hoff, and anybody else can't. But like LaJoy, Alfredo, they ain't winning. Custer could easily come in and win. Like he's one of those guys that could win a race.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, Daytona. That would be it.
Priest, he could win Daytona.
Yeah,
definitely.
He finished 6th, I think, in the first race of the year.
Chase Briscoe could win. Suarez could win a road course. Any of this shit's possible.
Oh, absolutely.
It'll be interesting because right now, it looks like we got. I think. Hold on, I'm looking at the stuff right now. So let me go by wins. we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different winners. Shit. So you get 2 more guys that are not in there that aren't Hamlin or Harvick. One of them's out.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
And that's the whole thing is, I mean, the problem is the next 3 courses that they have are going to be tough because at Michigan, I mean,
Hamlin dominates at Michigan.
Michigan is a track for the big dogs.
Yep.
Those guys in these other teams just aren't fast enough to race Michigan. They're just not. So that's going to be a Hamlin. That's going to be a Bowman. That's going to be one of those guys, right? Because Hendrick races well on the 2-milers. Hendrick forever dominated California. Michigan is, the sister of California. So, you got those guys. So most likely, unless it's a rain one, right? Maybe someone gambles and it rains and the race is called because they've raced 108 laps. I mean, crazy shit happens, especially this year. So this would be the one year I wouldn't be surprised if something like that crazy happens, but I don't know. I don't quite see it. I just was shocked as how great Amarola's car was at New Hampshire. It was like, where's that been all year? But you go back and look, at the end of the day, Amarola has gotten in so many wrecks that were not caused by him. He just had bad luck this year.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. So the most DNFs in NASCAR this year of the main guys, not these other, like Stenhouse has 4, Priest has 4, LaJoy has 4, those type of guys. Quinn Hoff has 7. Not guys like that, but your main guys that are in the top. Now, I guess I could say 20 in points, and you could even go fucking top 25, or no, top 20. Let's go top 20. The highest DNFs is 3, Kurt Busch, and then fucking Almirola has 5. And like you said, most of them not caused by him. I don't think any of them were caused by him.
No, he unfortunately has just had bad luck this year. So
but he got that win. That's what he needed.
That's it. That was all he needed. So it's a good thing. It's a great thing. And yeah, it could definitely, I mean, hell, Bubba could come in and win. I mean, you never know, man. Bubba could run through and win Daytona.
He could win Daytona. I mean, he's strong at Daytona. We'll see.
How funny would that be? Let's say we get another 2 different winners and Hamlin's sitting, he's the last guy on the bubble, and the dude whose car he runs knocks him out. I mean, wouldn't that be nuts? There's a lot of interesting storylines, but we'll get there in a couple weeks. So we don't need to, not too much NASCAR talk here for the next couple weeks.
Oh man. Well, we got it. We'll get back to it. Right now, if the playoffs started today, Larson would be your 1 and he'd be 19 points ahead of the 2. So, but as we know, I mean, all it takes is 1 wreck and you're fucked. But fortunately for somebody like him that's that far ahead, he could wreck and he would still be the worst he would go after that race as long as he started. Even if he finished last, he'd only drop to 10th in points. Out of 16. That's how far ahead he is.
And I mean, the first 2 tracks, are tracks where he can easily dominate. I mean, we're talking 1.5 miles for Darlington and Richmond. And that's
even and then Bristol he runs well too.
Unless there's dirt on it, then he don't run like fucking dick.
Yeah, he should. But then all Ross Chastain, my buddy. Fucker.
Ross Chastain. Piece of trash. Fuck, he could win.
He could. He's got the car. Sometimes. We'll see. But anyway, that's all we got for NASCAR for now. All right. So going into some other fun stuff, I guess we could say fun. NBA Finals. We got a champ. And
old sleepy old coach there pulled something out of his ass. Oh yeah, hey, we're gonna run solo ball with Giannis because the Suns aren't going to pull him at all. It's great strategy.
Yeah. Oh hey, Giannis, I forgot you are 7 foot tall, and you're too fast for the other team's big men. Yeah, let's just give you the ball and make sure you get a running start before the foul line.
Yep. Every time.
Oh, boy. And the sad part is people are going to be trying to mimic the coaching style of Budenholzer.
Oh shit! It's gonna be. I mean, yeah, they probably will, and you got to give him a little bit of credit because he had to make those adjustments. He had to after the first two. Gotta give him a little credit. But yeah, I mean, they did what they should have been doing the whole time. And Middleton,
the bare minimum.
Brooke Lopez played well. I mean, they did what they needed to do.
And then Phoenix played sloppy as shit.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. That all fundamental bullshit got away from them really quick, didn't it?
Yeah, like they stopped passing the ball stopped moving. Next thing you know, they're playing ISO ball.
Exactly what they don't have, because if Devin Booker ain't hot and shoot the ball on that team, and we saw it.
Right.
We saw it. So yeah, I mean, good for Milwaukee though, man. Yeah, I can't bash them for it. What is it, 49 years, I think, since they've won. So good for them. Yeah. Giannis brought it home. I saw a stat last time Milwaukee won in 71, who won the Super Bowl that year?
That sounds like something.
Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys. Hey, I don't want to hear it. Go find yourself a running back. You want to talk some smack on.
Oh man. It's all right. We'll get one. We'll pick up Frank Gore.
But yeah, so hockey's over, basketball's over. This is that time right now. This is the lull of the year here.
Yeah, we should probably do a baseball preview sometime soon.
Nah. By the way, Seattle just took Mark Giordano, who was the Calgary Flames captain. I mean, granted, he's old as dirt.
Isn't that the dude that makes chocolates? Giordano chocolates?
No, that's the pizza in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
All right. I was confused too. I was gonna say, oh man, the missus loves those chocolates.
What are those?
Ghirardelli?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it?
I think it's Ghirardelli.
I think you're right. It's something like that.
Yeah. Ghirardelli chocolates. Ghirardelli square.
Some overpriced motherfucking chocolates.
Yeah.
Right.
I only see ever at Christmas time and no other time.
It's good business. They'd probably give them away or sell them at the Hallmark store for $10 a square.
You get a whole bar if you buy like 3 Christmas cards.
At $5 a piece.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So finals are over. Like we said, the Seattle Kraken's team is coming into place. They'll probably make some trades too. Wouldn't be surprised. That's going to be happening. MLB, anything fun happen in the MLB? Unlikely.
Yeah, no.
I know. Did we mention Acuna tore his ACL last week?
No,
did we mention
tore his ACL.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was before the All-Star break.
Did we mention it? I can't remember if we mentioned it or not.
Yeah, the only worthwhile news I saw was, typical dumbass Yankees fans being dumbass Yankees fans.
God,
so
yeah, idiots.
Being typical.
Didn't they spit on a fucking 9-year-old or some shit?
No, they threw a baseball at
I knew that. No. And then another one spat on a 9-year-old.
Oh, well, that's typical for New York. I'm not even talking about that.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
the baseball at the Red Sox player.
About assault. Yeah. I'm talking about assault of another human being. I mean, spitting on a kid, he probably deserved it, honestly. But there's a lot of kids that deserve it. But yeah, I know. I mean, but no, it's not even that. I don't care what team it is. I was just being a dick.
But seriously, throwing a baseball at somebody's not cool.
Well, what happened? I mean, did COVID just keep everyone cooped up for so long? Everyone thinks they're a hard ass now because they just played on the internet for the last year. Like, I don't get it. And it's not just that, right? This has happened now in baseball. This has happened, in golf. We've seen it. We've seen streakers here in soccer. You've seen people just trying to rush. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Security's
Yeah.
lacking. I don't know what the fuck's happening, but
I think a lot of people think they can get away with shit, man. We need another Malice at the Palace. That's what we need. We need another one. We need some more fans that think they're entitled and think they could just do whatever they feel like with no repercussion and just have the fire just smacked out of them, man. What they like to call it, the some of these fans need to feel the right hand of God.
hey, I'm down with it because yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's just more and more recently,
Yeah.
and
Think
like,
we just need to, instead of arresting these people, don't arrest them. No, don't arrest them. You know how most arenas and stadiums have like holding cells, for unruly fans, at least until like the cops get there,
mm-hmm.
you know, throw them in that holding cell and just give whatever they did. Say you threw a baseball at Verdugo, okay, fine. How about you meet my buddy Mr. Verdugo after the game? You guys can have a little chit chat in the holding cell and talk about what happened.
They need to treat them like old school wrestling when they jump into the ring.
Right. Just stomp them out.
Mm-hmm. Let them have their due. Let them have their day. But
Yeah. You
yeah,
want your
other
little.
than that, baseball is still been boring.
Yeah.
Probably still another 142 games to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it would be so bad if the people commentating baseball weren't shitting on it 98% of the time. I mean, you think of all like, I mean, you think the national game of the week or even in the playoffs, you have guys like Ron Darling and John Smoltz, just, shitting on all the new guys and all like the celebrations and everything else they do, the things that make baseball remotely exciting
Mm-hmm.
to, people that don't, love the game and to watch it anyway, either way, you know, the type of shit that'll make the game grow. Yeah. Why don't we get rid of, Smoltz and Darling and Bob Brenly? Stop letting these people, call games. Get somebody remotely excited or exciting to watch the game. I mean, you think football, I don't know. Football, you have what? I mean, you got Tony Romo now. He's always excited.
Well, Collinsworth and
Uh,
Michaels are good. I mean, they're not.
yeah.
People
Right.
don't like Collinsworth, but I think he's fine.
No.
That
He's come
people just don't.
around.
Yeah, people just don't like him going. Well, and here's a guy. Like everyone has that. Though. That's his line. That's his
Right.
line. Like
That's his thing, yeah. I mean, and
that's
he's come
it.
around too. He used to shit on a lot of your younger players too.
But yeah, a lot of these guys, right? I agree with you. You just got these old timers in here who think this is still, old school baseball. Well, it's not anymore.
Right.
We're about
No.
we're about 10 years and a new generation away from unwritten rules being a thing of the past.
Yeah, let's hope. And it's funny because, a lot of the guys now in baseball are around during, the quote unquote steroid era. And, they weren't complaining when they were cashing those, big checks because everybody was hitting home runs and people were watching the game and everybody was talking about baseball.
Mm-hmm. It's the only time it mattered in the last 30 years. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why they still hold the whole Pete Rose gambling thing out there because it's the only thing that keeps people interested.
Yeah. Yeah. Every
I don't
year.
want to talk about baseball.
And how sad is that? Nobody cares to talk about the Hall of Fame unless, is Pete getting in or not?
Yep. Because you got a whole bunch of crotchety ass old baseball writers who don't want to vote anybody in.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. And then even in the NBA, I mean, what? I think probably the oldest, I mean, Marv Albert was probably the oldest commentator, but at the same time, like people were excited. Like Marv Albert got you excited to watch the game.
Yeah, Marv Albert is probably, I mean, in my opinion, I think he's the best basketball announcer of all time. At least, my generation of what I've heard. Like, People shit on Mike Breen. I like Mike Breen.
I like Mike Breen, man.
People shit on him all the time for no reason.
I would say that's just hate. That's all that is. That's just hate. Because Mike Breen is good. Now, if you wanted to have like a complaint about, like Mark Jackson or Jeff Van Gundy, okay, I can understand that.
He,
But you can
he,
complain about them. Like they have their moments, but at the same time, like even the knowledge that they bring, like even they get excited for the newer and the younger guys.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, they know.
yeah. And really the only person that you should have a gripe with is Shaq's ass. Because he's the only one that, well, if I would play him back in my day, I'd just back him down in the paint and dunked on him. That's just what I would do because I'm a champion.
That's true. I mean, that's exactly what he says, though. But I mean, he ain't wrong. It's just you gotta have a better look on it.
Right.
Yeah.
But, hey, what do you mean, Bear? I know what I'm talking about. I'm a five-time champion. Different conferences, different eras. I'm a Hall of Famer all the time, every decade, all era. I know what I'm talking about.
No, I could win with Kobe. I could win with D Wade, but I couldn't win with LeBron. Man, I was so excited that year.
I'm a winner everywhere I go, except for when I went to Boston and Cleveland. And we don't want to talk about that time I played in Phoenix. But I still won everywhere I went.
That's a fact.
I'm trying to deal with this other shit going on right now, but I just came back. I was not, and I'll be honest, not paying attention. Are you doing Shaq right now?
What do you mean? I am Shaq. This is Shaq.
You didn't know Shaq Diesel joined the show?
Is it
I
Shaq?
say we run. This show runs on diesel power now.
Can you tell me
And
why Shaq Fu was such a terrible game for Sega Genesis?
that's because it was on Sega Genesis. Shaq don't play Sega. See, you got to use the foo with the Nintendo.
Can you tell me why you made such a horrible movie called Kazam back in '96?
Oh, come on, man. That was not a bad movie.
Here's my problem. A lot of people think
I don't
it's
know what
Shazam.
I don't know what you mean. I don't remember making a movie like that. I did make a
Worst
great
movie.
movie though. Blue Chips. I mean, I did make that movie. Kazam was for the kids, and they wanted to hand out checks, and everybody knows Shaq like dollars because you can't spell Shaq without the dollar sign.
I mean, Shaq was better than Sinbad in that movie.
I'm always better than Sinbad. I'm better. I'm the best actor ever. I'm the best big man actor. There ain't a big man out there better than me. If more big men acted like me, all big men would get paid.
The
That's okay because I like you guys. I'm gonna get us some Papa John's pizzas. Get them sent to the house. And then, Cody B, I know that Achilles ain't feeling too good. So I give you a case of icy hot sent to you.
and man, I just know your insurance ain't that good, so I'll hook you up with the general too while I'm at it.
Right. Yeah, fair. I know you just finance your house. You might need some new insurance. Go to General. We do home insurance also, as well as your car.
Oh dear God, Nick Gage and Chris Jericho. Why?
Nice shirt. The
Ah,
yeah. How many? What are those? What you own? Shaq. You own a bunch of Five Guys, right?
There isn't much that Shaq don't own because it takes five guys to guard me down in the paint. I'm down on the block. It don't matter. Don't matter if it's five guys or Papa John. I'm putting my one spin move on him. I'm dunking.
One spin move. Shit. Yeah, Shaq. How many restaurants you own?
enough to keep my pockets fat.
And you own that one of those Annie Ann's pretzels. You own a bunch of those, right?
Oh yeah, and Charles Barkley is keeping each and every one of them in business.
Oh, here you go. I just did some research on you, Shaq. You own looks like this is from June, 155 Five Guys restaurants,
Cool.
40 24-hour fitness centers, 17 Annie Ann's pretzels, and 150 car washes.
That's right. That leaves all these lame big men no excuses, so they can eat their junk and they can burn it off in the gym. And then if they need to get the car washed too, they get the car washed. They had a locker room guy go to the car wash for them while they're working out in the gym. Now, granted, I didn't spend too much time working out in the gym because if I got hurt on company time, I get rehab on company time. You know, that's pretty much why I ruined the Lakers dynasty when I was out there. Uh, you know, Kobe was always upset I couldn't stay in shape, but what can I do? I was trying to build my Papa John Five Guys empire. You can't build that empire without trying out all the food, which he did, man. Shaq ruined that Lakers dynasty. They should have won five easily,
So
and in '04. It wouldn't have
yeah,
mattered if Karl Malone got hurt.
he owns 9 Papa Johns and a Krispy Kreme.
Oh yeah, he got you covered, man.
That's just his own.
I would say that might be the one just like on his in the house.
Damn.
He owns something else too. Um, I can't remember. I think he owns like somebody's music library, or he at least that or their masters or something. I can't remember who it is now though. It was a whole big deal. Freaking Shaq, man. My God.
Well, um, NFL. So Cam Akers, your buddy, got in touch with you. Looks like I'm not keeping him this year.
Yeah, I told him you can only play flag football, not football. I said flag. I put the emphasis on the flag, but he didn't want to listen, which is crazy because apparently, um, since I've gone through it and what my orthopedist told me, essentially your Achilles tendon is kind of like a what is it? What's the ligament in your elbow? Was the UCL or something
Yep.
that they always repair for Tommy John? Like it's just it's basically it's a time bomb. And if it goes off, then it does. But if not, consider yourself lucky. So, and I mean, he gonna be out next season, but it's crazy because he'll be back next year. I mean, that's his job to rehab, so he'll be back probably stronger than ever.
What do they got right now? Daryl Henderson at the backup.
I believe so.
Yep.
Until
Sorry,
until they get Frank Gore.
till they get Frank Gore or Adrian Peterson.
Or both.
I would say maybe even both. They might sign both. Why not?
Oh shit. That would be great.
Why not?
You can get a
not?
solid seven. I told you get a solid 750 out of Gore at, like you said at 3.5 a pop.
Right.
And you get a solid 560 and 4 touchdowns out of AP until he gets hurt.
Yeah.
But hey, it ain't bad. That's 1,300 yards rushing. You're good. Plus Henderson, and I'm sure there'll be somebody else. But
Right.
look, just like I said, Akers would be huge, but Stafford never had a running back in Detroit. So what the fuck's the difference?
Right. All he had was old AP. I mean, he had AP a couple years ago, or what, 2 seasons ago, last season?
Stafford was never Akers was going to have a down year anyways. It was good that he got hurt. It just saved a bunch of losers fantasy relevance until they try to pick him up next year.
Oh yeah,
that's going to be their wide receiving core. That's who's going to be the guys this year for fantasy football for the Rams. Even though Woods and Kupp have already had good years with Goff, imagine what they're going to do with someone who can actually throw the ball.
yeah. Yeah, and then I'm telling you, if they pick up AP, he's got experience playing with Stafford.
Exactly. Yeah.
He can block for him. I mean, AP old as dirt, but he can block still. He get in the way.
Yeah. I mean, with like you said, with Henderson there too, you're right. I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be surprised at all if they got either of those guys. But wait till training camp. I mean, there's plenty of time. Plenty of time. NFL season just started.
Right. I would, but that's me though. I'd go after him.
I would
and
too.
You get him for cheap.
You get him for like $2 million, $3 million. Pay him. You could probably pay him a 1 year, $2 million contract. Throw another $6 million worth of incentive in there. Hey, get 1,000 yards, make the playoffs, get 10 touchdowns. That shit, get him up. I mean, hell yeah, he's gonna take that. He's already got money.
Yeah.
He'll be all right on an incentive deal. A straight $2 million guaranteed, another $6 million incentives. Sign the man. I would sign that right now.
And at this point, that's about all the Rams can afford anyway.
I think if McVay's listening, he needs to get a hold of Stan Kroenke still on them. Cody and I are going to be co-GMs of the Los Angeles Rams. Sign us up.
That's right. Sign us up.
We'll split the salary.
Right. We'll be like Mac and Charlie, splitting salary.
Murder Hawk Monster. I just turned this on, and I saw he threw a kendo stick, and it bounced off the ropes because he didn't get it into the ring.
Yeah. Out down there, hit him in the face.
Dumbass.
Oh, man. Oh, before Shaq joined us on the call, I was gonna say all these with the NBA, all the quote unquote small market and mid market teams, after Milwaukee just won this title, like they have no excuse. Between Milwaukee winning the title and Phoenix actually getting to the finals. Like there's no excuse for these teams, like there's not much of an excuse for a team not to make it.
That's right. No, 100%. 100%. Because in all honesty, I mean, Giannis is a superstar. That's a fact. Chris Paul is a superstar, but Chris Paul's an old superstar, but he's not, he's like right at the end of the super. If you took the superstars in the NBA, he's like the bottom of that realm. Like you're digging, right? Your superstars are LeBron, Steph, Giannis, Luka. I mean, those guys. Chris Paul, he's like at the bottom of that. If anything, he's probably like more second tier, honestly.
Yeah.
And nothing against
like
Paul. Chris Paul was a superstar 5 years ago. He's just age is undefeated. So
yeah. If you did like a top
not yet
20
with LeBron.
Yeah. If you did a top 20 players in the league, Chris Paul probably makes that list.
Yeah.
But, and the crazy part, you have to make it to 20 people, and like how crazy is it that you had to have a conversation about maybe Chris Paul being there and Devin Booker being there? Trae Young, Chris Middleton, like DeAndre Ayton. You could make a case he might be up. He's on his way. If he
he's on his way. Yeah. But
on his way.
This is what worries me is that when Chris Paul leaves, you're going to need someone who can flow. I don't think Ayton's going to be that good. If he doesn't have a CP3 guy who can, assist, right? I don't think Ayton that great. I think Chris Ayton that he got him to that level this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And the crazy part, like I think we probably talked about it too. All Devin Booker really needed was an actual, point guard to help him out. on the perimeter. And look what happened. He got a point guard, and what they do, man, they got to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
And Devin Booker really had maybe one bad game the whole series, and unfortunately, it was Game 6. But I mean, for the most part, like he played great.
I mean, he kept him around in the last few games besides 6, the ones that they lost, 3, 4, and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 4 and 5. 3 was a blowout, but 4 and 5, he kept him around by shooting, and everyone else kind of let him down around him. But it's a young team, and no one's been there before. Chris Paul hasn't even been there before. Not one person besides Jay Crowder, I think, is the only one who's been in the finals before that.
Yep.
So you got to learn from it. Phoenix should be, a top 14. The problem is, though, you got to remember next year, you got to assume Clay's going to be back and healthy. You got to assume that the Lakers, Chris Paul may be gone. I'm already hearing that Chris Paul may be going to the Lakers next year. So you got to contend with that.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Paul will leave. If that team stays where it's at, they are 100%, 100% a top 4 team in the West. Top 4 team in the West, behind the Lakers, behind a healthy Warriors team, and probably behind
the Clippers. I mean, you got to think what the Clippers might do with a healthy Kawhi.
That is true. And I was going to say the Jazz, but you're right. I can give the Clippers there. So either one, they could be changeable, right? Jazz and Clippers could be 3.
Yeah, but nobody around here picks the Utah Jazz.
And
yeah, speaking of him, I don't know if we'll see him today because I haven't heard from him. So,
man, come on. I pulled up the Excel sheet. Do you know how much work that was, Jeremy? You owe me 8 seconds of my day. 8 seconds.
Well, let's wrap this up so we can at least cover like 5 minutes AEW on the next show. The one thing I did want to mention was the name, image, and likeness, the NIL rule changes. Do you believe that good old our boy from Alabama, Mr. Saban, he's saying that Bryce Young hasn't even stepped on a field and is probably worth $1 million at this point? You believe that?
Yeah, because he probably found it for him.
That's it. He give it to him. Yeah.
Right.
It's okay. Everything's legal. But yeah, no, I can see it.
Yeah, and then the Olympics start in a couple days. Should be good. Supposed to start on what, Friday? Opening ceremonies?
Opening ceremonies, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If it doesn't get canceled. So we will see. And one thing I saw that Pau Gasol retweeted at Kobe Bryant when he said something back in 2019, my man MVP greatness, next up championship, Mamba mentality. And he said, and then Pau just basically said, he did it, brother. Mamba mentality, Kobe's legacy. So that's pretty cool.
Pau and Kobe were close.
Were they really that close?
Oh, they were close. They're good friends.
Yeah.
I think Pau's wife and Vanessa were really good friends, or are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They were.
I think Pau's one of the kids.
Isn't he Godfather or something? Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, they were tight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good for Pau. Obviously, Pau knew something. Kobe saw a lot in Giannis, so it was good to see that retweet back. And we'll see how things go this week. And what is this? So this is now Thursday, July 22nd. As you are all listening to this show. So thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time, All Work Clothing, Crandall's Quality Landscaping, Sparty Steve, Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com. Happy birthday to my one and only son, 8 years old today, Grayson. Happy birthday, buddy. I love you.
Ooh.
As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
And on a lighter note, sadder note, Mark Richt, former coach, bad time to be a college coach. Parkinson's, Bobby Bowden, 91 years old, diagnosed with a terminal medical. Probably not much time on this earth. Bobby Bowden is one of the top 5 coaches in college history. Soon to be rest in peace, Bobby Bowden.
Damn, you killed him already. I can't. I got nothing for that.
I didn't kill him. Doctors killed him.
I say age. Yeah, terminal
Here
illness, age.
I can lighten it up. Logan Paul and Anderson Silva are gonna fight. There you go.
There we go. And happy belated parrot.
Yeah. Happy belated birthday, Parrot. And happy birthday to the Shiv on Saturday. So happy birthday to the Shiv. But more importantly, happy birthday, Grayson.
That's a lot of Thanksgiving Day baby.
Right.
That turkey makes some motherfuckers horny.
I say, obviously, the turkey wasn't the only thing getting basted.